Welcome back to Game On. It's time now to discuss what's happening in the CAF Confederations Cup. Haskins is the man that will see out the rest of the show. And let's talk Stellenbosch. The struggles they've had this season, struggles for goals, struggles for form, but how important that win was. Yes, it came over penalties in the Akali knockout over Kaizer Chiefs ahead of this game and just trying to boost them, including the international break. Because they're playing against a side from Equatorial Guinea, the Agosto, the Guinea.
Yeah, again, Stellenbosch becoming something of a cup specialist team. Yes, they started the league very slowly, but we've seen this in the past with Stellies, where they start the league very slowly and still end up in the top four. So I'm not too worried about their league form. Coach Steve Barker and his entire team down there, they know what they're doing, and I think eventually they will get things right. But this is a team that's on debut in this competition, made it to the semi-finals, and they take this very seriously. I was actually with the Bafana team during the week, and the two players that left immediately after the game were the two Stellies players, Ashley Cupero and Moloisani. Literally, there was a car waiting for them to drive them to the airport. They needed to get back because obviously they need to rejoin the group as soon as possible because they're massive role players, obviously, for this team. So, they go about their business in a very professional, very efficient manner. So I expect them to know exactly what to expect and deal accordingly.
Big rivalry between South Africa and DRC over the weekend in the Champions League, as well as in the Confederations Cup. Kaizer Chiefs against Simba at the TP Mazembe Stadium. Exciting times, but for Kaizer Chiefs, it's a chance here to make a real statement to try and get into the group stages. I believe if they come up with a win here, they will send a bit of a statement out to the rest of the continent.
Yeah, certainly. I think the tide is turning for Kaizer Chiefs. They've been a bit topsy-turvy with the results. They, I guess, gutted from their last results of being knocked out on penalties in the Carling Cup in local football. But now going to continental football, they got through on penalties. They had to fight tooth and nail. They came back from a 1-0 loss in the opening leg to come and win 1-0 at home, take the game to penalties. So, they know what it takes now to really fight in this tournament, and they know the opposition they're going to be facing just gets harder as you progress. And what a treat. Chiefs and Pirates on the same weekend. It's really awesome for them. And so Chiefs know what what faces them. It's in the DRC. We spoke about the 12th man that Pirates are going to face. Kaizer Chiefs can expect the exact same treatment, but at the same time, you can see what it means to the players, especially in that last leg where they got through. They know what's at stake. Chiefs have been criticized in the past for not taking the Confed Cup very seriously. But you can see it's not the same thing now. They want to do well in this tournament. Every game they play, they wear their hearts on their sleeve.
They were tested and had to earn their stripes in this round against the team from Angola, Kabuskop. Once again, they've played against the likes of Vita before, 10 years ago. They know about the Chiefs as a club, know about the DRC, what comes with that, and the quality of football you get from there as well. But they will very well know that this is another tough fixture where if they stumble, they may not very well get into the group stages.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, they have to approach this game like every other. It's pretty much a cup final. Every game you play in a Kaizer Chiefs jersey, you have to show yourself.
Our goal's an issue though, Mark. I think barring one game, Chiefs, when they have scored just one goal.
Yeah, I mean,
barring one game this season.
Unfortunately, they've been robbing one another of goals even in certain moments this season. But yes, it is an issue, but that's something they'll work on. But again, I think there's the adage that says if you don't concede, you can't lose. So first priority, close the back door. Make sure you're solid at the back, and they've defended really well. They've gotten their defensive structure really good. Now moving forward, they need to fix that, and hopefully with time as they go along, they'll get better. But yes, that's one area they need to improve, and there's no time like the present.
Certainly isn't. Now, for those of you that may be wondering presently, where is Jerry Sikhosana? He decided to step off the set, and I'll tell you why. Because we end off the show by focusing on Hollywood Bets giving back as they always do, and they are giving back to a certain team from Tembisa, where Jerry Sikhosana is from. The name of the team is called Tembisa Hollywood Thunder Team. In fact, that's a team owned by Jerry Sikhosana. So let's find out more about Jerry Sikhosana's team, and they are, of course, called Tembisa Hollywood Thunder Team. Mark, let's learn a bit more about Jerry's team, yeah?
Football can be magical. It can bring hope where there wasn't any. It can give young boys and girls opportunities to be great, develop confidence, and even more importantly, The sport has the ability to bring smiles to people's faces both on and off the field. The Tembisa Hollywood Thunder team does exactly that in its township, and being one of the few competitive teams in the area, they are looking to build a solid base that has seen them being a team on the rise.
It's unique because we are the only ABC team in Tembisa, and now we're trying to bring back Tembisa back to where it was in the times of the Tembisa Classic. So the main aim is to go back to the grassroots and bring up the talent that we have in Tembisa, and with the mentor like Mr. Jerry Sikhosana, I think it's a possible thing.
The community plays a key part in the success of this team, and with the club being owned by Tembisa's finest legs of Thunder, Jerry Sikhosana, it's easy to see why the community rallied behind the Thunder.
Having to have players from Tembisa to have an opportunity to be mentored by one of the greats in Tembisa, it's beneficial to the young talent that we have, and also as supporters now you have a team that you can go and support on a weekly basis. So for us it's more of a community trying to raise a team that will soon to be in the elite league. We've had Jacob Everson going to professional league. We have now Sekhukhune have signed one of our players. So we've had players coming from here, going there. And every season we have that one or two players that leaves us and go to play in a professional setups. Even now we have one or two teams monitoring some of the players that we have. So it's one of the mandates that we have as a team to now take a player from the amateur level and give him an opportunity to play in the elite league.
Ngibukela phezulu ku legends ethi chairman yethu Jerry Sikhosana, so bengenza sure ukuthi nibaduze kakhulu naye khona ngizosharela i-experience yakhe.
The future is bright for this team, but like many in amateur football, the dream is to get to the promised land.
Bengifisa kakhulu ukureach professional football this season. Aim high ngoba sengithole experience ku ABC. So ngingathanda ukudlala ku professional football.
Obviously the plan now, the main goal is to promote the team to go to the Motsepe Foundation, and it's a possible achievement that we can, I think, achieve as a team. We've tried to build a team to be as strong as it can, and it's up to us and the players to actually now fight throughout the obstacles that we're going to have throughout the league and to win promotion.
Well, there you have it then, and nice to know Jerry Sikhosana is doing his bit as a former footballer in giving back to the community out in Tembisa. They're producing so many footballers in the current generation of South African footballers, and of course Hollywood Best doing their thing in giving back themselves. Mark, thank you so much for your time. We'd also like to thank Jerry Sikhosana for his time, and thank you at home for joining us, and from me, Sizwe Mapena, and the rest of the team that is behind the scenes. Until next week, click, bang.